Hello, my name is Peter Butchers and I serve as Minister of the Hub here in Upper Beeding and as SEBA Moderator. Upper Beeding is a beautiful West Sussex village. It's nestled at the foot of the South Downs. If you've ever been to the big church festival on the Western Estate, you've driven right past us, that's where we are. The church serves many of the small rural communities in and around Upper Beeding and Stenning, and for more than 100 years has been part of these village communities, being good news, sharing good news and reaching out to its communities. I also serve as SEBA Moderator, and as Moderator I get involved with some of the who are we becoming type questions that sit behind the very effective day-to-day ministry of the team. At the moment we're looking to strengthen the regional team to be even more effective to the churches we serve, and in particular right now we're looking for an operations manager to oversee the smooth running of SEBA's administration. And we're grateful for your support in helping put those adverts in front of the right people in our churches. My prayer as Moderator is to work effectively with the other trustees and with the leadership team to be a support to Joth and Paul and the whole regional team as they support our churches and help them to shine in their mission to their communities. Now we're in the season of Pentecost, and even if your church doesn't pay too much attention to the liturgical year, the chances are that Pentecost gets a mention. It's the birthday of the church, the empowering of disciples who really didn't know how to respond in their times with all that they had witnessed about the life, the ministry, the death, the resurrection and the ascension of Jesus. They were terrified. They really didn't understand what they had experienced. But then the Spirit came. God comes again, just as promised. The people heard the good news in their own language, and in Acts 2 you can sense the energy. Those from other nations were completely amazed. How can this be? They exclaimed. These people are all from Galilee, and we all hear these people speaking in our own languages about the wonderful things God has done. But I reckon the disciples were just as astonished when the Spirit's power came over them. Those visitors to Jerusalem that day needed to hear the good news of Jesus, and the Spirit enabled it to happen. Power for mission, power given that the world might believe. Here in Beeding we often pray, Lord, save us from good ideas. We're not short of good ideas. The church is amazingly creative and really courageous to make Jesus known in wonderful, relevant ways. But we want more than good ideas, don't we? We want to be led in God's ideas, God's way for our churches, God's way for our ministries, our lives and our mission. Swiss theologian Hans-Urs von Balthasar reminds us that the Holy Spirit knows what a particular age's most pressing need is, far better than men and women with their programs. And I guess that's our Pentecost prayer. For our lives, for our churches, for our region, for our country. That the Holy Spirit would help us discern the pressing need of our community and empower God's people to make Jesus known. That God's Holy Spirit might be granted to us to embolden us, to strengthen us, to live the lives that are only possible with God's enabling presence.